Hello again, YouTube. I'm back with another video after... Oh, wow. It's been a while, huh? Well, I guess that's just how it goes sometimes. Anyway, I got a late start to this season of Go Battle League, and I wanted to give myself some kind of challenge to make it more interesting. So, while thinking of possible challenge ideas, I wanted to try something that's never been attempted before, which is difficult to do since people have been playing this game for a few years now. Then it hit me. What if I try to reach Legend by doing something so ridiculous, so fundamentally flawed, that it would make hitting Legend or even winning games in general nearly impossible? Only one thing came to mind that met this condition. Is it possible to reach Legend rank while only throwing charge moves on alignment? Now, what do I mean by this? For those of you in the audience that live lives outside of this game, it's very likely that the idea of charge move timing never even crossed your mind before. I'll make an attempt at explaining this concept since it's very important for understanding how this challenge works. However, I'm no expert, so I'm going to link a few videos in the description that are worth checking out for a more in-depth explanation if that interests you. If you already know all about the concepts of fast moves, turn durations, and alignment, then skip to the time on the screen to avoid this explanation. Basically, each fast move takes a certain amount of time to finish its animation and actually deal damage to the opponent's Pokemon. We call these time durations turns, and fast moves can last from a minimum of 1 turn to a maximum of 5 turns. Each turn is half a second long, meaning that 1 second is equal to 2 turns. When you use a fast move, you are essentially locked into that fast move until the move's specific amount of turns have come to an end. This means that when you throw a fast move, you can't perform any other action until a certain amount of time passes. For example, if you use the fast move Incinerate, which lasts 5 turns, until 5 turns or 2.5 seconds have passed, you can't switch or use a charge move. Since charge moves can only be used before a fast move has begun or after a fast move has ended, fast moves that take up less time gives you more flexibility and control over your Pokemon, which is why 1 and 2 turn fast moves are generally preferred by higher level players. When someone says that you quote-unquote threw an alignment, it means that you use a charge move at the exact same moment when your opponent's fast move has either just begun or has just ended. When you throw a charge move on alignment and your opponent throws another fast move, your opponent will quote sneak an entire fast move through for free. This is the intended way the game should work, but as we all know, this game has many flaws, so this will not always be the case. Throwing on alignment is considered throwing on bad timing, since it gives your opponent an unnecessary energy advantage. This is why throwing an optimal move timing is so important, because it allows you to minimize the energy that your opponent receives, which increases your chances of winning the game. For example, let's say I throw a cross chop from my Machamp with the fast move counter onto a Plusle with the fast move quick attack. Since both of our fast moves are 2-turn moves, quick attack and counter, no matter when we throw our charge moves, they will always be thrown on alignment, since any 2-turn move starts and ends at the same time as all other 2-turn moves. As you can see in this example, the Plusle sneaks a free quick attack in when I throw my cross chop, because I threw an alignment. Well then, how about a scenario when my fast move and my opponent's fast move have different turn durations? For example, my Amistar here has Mud Shot, which is again a 2-turn fast move, but my opponent is using Volt Switch, which is a 4-turn fast move. In this scenario, the duration of every 2 Mud Shots is equal to the duration of 1 Volt Switch. Both will be 4 turns, which is equal to 2 seconds. Meaning that throwing a charge move after an even amount of Mud Shots, let's say 0 Mud Shots, 2 Mud Shots, 4 Mud Shots, etc., will result in throwing on alignment and allowing my opponent to sneak an entire Volt Switch through. Alright, sorry for that long explanation, but this knowledge is necessary for this challenge. Now that the explanation is out of the way, let's go over the rules. Rule number 1, I am only allowed to throw charge moves on alignment. If I throw a charge move that isn't on alignment, I am not allowed to hit the bubble at all during the minigame, meaning that the charge move will not be charged and it will do almost no damage. Rule number 2, there will be an exception to rule number 1 when considering the following. Since lag, switching Pokemon, bringing in a new Pokemon, and other factors are inconsistent when it comes to turns, I will still be allowed to charge the charge move by hitting the bubbles even if I happen to not throw on alignment during these situations. This is just because of the inconsistency of the game, and it can be hard to tell when you're throwing on alignment or not in those certain situations. Rule number 3, everything besides not throwing on alignment is allowed. This means I can still switch and wait turns whenever I want. The challenge is considered beaten when I reach the highest rank in the game, Legend. With all of that out of the way, let the challenge begin. Alright, so for today's video, I'm just going to be going over a bunch of battles, or not a bunch, but a few battles from when I was trying to get my elo. So from rank 1 to rank 20-ish. And here we have a Dragonite on the lead with what appears to be Dragon Tail, which is very bad for me because I'm going to be forced to be throwing an alignment here. So they're going to be sneaking in free Dragon Tails left and right here. Thankfully, we are able to grab both shields. However, we end up getting hyper beamed, okay? And I just love this so much. You have to love the low ranks no matter what. Not only did we get hyper beamed by this Dragonite, which is just so amazing, they hyper beamed a ghost type, and oh my god, I just could not believe my eyes when I saw this. I had to share this battle. And in comes a Gardevoir with Charm, which thankfully we're able to get rid of with our Technoblast. However, Charm for this challenge in general is going to be very bad for us. Since we've thrown Alignment, we're going to be letting these Charms through left and right. And those Charms, they really do add up. But thankfully in that battle, we're able to clutch the win with a Wild Charge. Shout out to Magnezone. I run Flash Cannon for fun. You know, it's fun to see, like, sometimes the opponent won't shield and stuff, so we'll see if that comes in handy today. Probably not since it's rank 1. Speaking of rank 1, we have a Palkia on the screen, and I just can't believe what I'm looking at here. It's alright though. We're going to be able to get off these X-Scissors. Thankfully, Palkia isn't very good in Ultra League. As you can see, these Fury Cutters are absolutely chunking, and we are going to be outpacing them. Nearly get the farm down, but they do reach a last second Aqua Tail. Unfortunate for us, we're going to have to shield that up. But we do get the farm down, and we will be able to throw a Technoblast. Nope, I decided to go for an X-Scissor for some reason, and they call my bait. So, huge misplay there by me. I was thinking I could possibly get to an X-Scissor then a Technoblast. However, I completely just... They called it, and I threw an Alignment, so they let the Charm through, and I ended up going down before I got to the Technoblast. Here we're met with the Giratina Origin, and they just threw the Shadow Ball. That's gonna hurt, but we can survive it. Shout out to the bulk of Giratina here. We are able to get the last shield with a Dragon Claw, reach another Dragon Claw. This is huge because it will be able to put them into Wild Charge range, which we have banked. Now all we have to do is reach another Wild Charge for the Togekiss. Here we go. Can we get there? We are debuffed. Throwing on Alignment. You see the Charm come through. They're a bit delayed, but it did come through. Wild Charge will be taking out the Togekiss. I don't know if you guys noticed, but thankfully they did not have Flamethrower. They threw Ancient Power by Magnezone. If they had Flamethrower, I probably would have lost. Okay, anyway, it looks like we're transitioning to the Great League here. Like I said, I did very few battles, and these are going to be just spread out through whenever, just basically showing off the challenge. So going to be multiple different leagues here. Looking like Great League or whatever Great League rotation was around at this time. I don't know if it's a special cup or something. I honestly forgot. But we're going to see a Politoed staying in against my Shadow Abomasnow here. And this isn't good. Well, I mean, it is good, but these Weather Balls adding up is not good. I'm actually going to have to commit a shield here. And looks like they're probably going to double shield, so... In the earlier ranks, I probably should have baited because people in earlier ranks tend to just shield everything. So I'm forced to go down my last shield as well, just so I can win this matchup. And we are able to force a CMP tie, Abomasnow landing the Energy Ball, taking out the Politoed. But they come in with another Water type, and I'm not able to get to the Energy Ball, so I switch out banking energy for later. We're able to bait out a Grass type. What a spice pick, by the way, holy crap. But the Ice Beam does land, and we are able to get them low. This will not be taking us out, it's just a Body Slam. But I'm going to let them take me out. I want to get one more Powder Snow on my Abomasnow, because I'm only one away from the Energy Ball. So we get the farm down, leave with the Energy Ball. I can under-tap the Energy Ball, and this is throwing on Alignment. They got a whole free Waterfall, but the Waterfall isn't going to register, because I threw an Alignment, and the damage doesn't register until right before the end of the turn. Or sorry, right before the end of the fast move. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Into the next match, we got Galarian Rapidash into Malamar. This looks to be Psychic Cup, I believe. Now, Psychic Cup, I mean, a lot of people tend to hate it. I don't actually hate it that bad. I don't hate it that much. I kind of like it. And maybe it's because I tend to do really well in this cup. To be fair, that could be, you know, bias, but whatever. I kind of enjoy this cup. Anyway, we're able to force a CMP tie against the Malamar. You know, looking to grab shield advantage or switch. We do grab switch advantage. They come in with a Shadow Gardevoir, and this is awful. Although we do have Victini here, I'm forced to throw on Alignment as well as debuff my defense. Meaning these Charms, look at the Charms! Those are resisted! But I'm forced to take that damage because I have to throw an Alignment. This challenge will be brutal for Charm. Anyway, they have their own Victini in the back. And we have the Claydol to hard counter. Slapping down the enemy. I may as well shield the first one. Doesn't really matter which one I shield. No one move is going to KO me here. I can take anything. And we are able to... Actually, they do concede the match before we get the farm down. So great end of that match. It would have been tough because I don't think I could have thrown my move because it wouldn't have been throwing out alignment. Here we see a Bronzor, and this is normally a good matchup for Bronzor. However, Rapidash recently just got access to the move High Horsepower. Let's see if the opponent is aware about High Horsepower. Do they respect the damage? And we see that they do end up respecting it. So a bit unfortunate for us, but that also means we're going to be able to grab another shield or land it. And we end up grabbing both shields. This is actually incredible for me, because we are able to just get a huge energy advantage on our Victini, throw one shield up here, and we can get to hopefully back-to-back V-Crates. This is only a size shock. I know I can let that go. We're able to build up basically to 100 energy, throw a V-Crate. This will easily be taking out the Bronzor. Now let's see what they come in here. Oh, they came in with the Rapidash. And this Rapidash, not going to appreciate that V-Crate. Probably should have gone for the overheat there, but you know, it is what it is. We're going to let the Victini go down and hope that Raichu can close out here. As we see here, it's a Shadow Gardevoir, and I didn't throw an alignment, so I can't charge that move. It's so painful, but I can't charge it. And because I couldn't charge it, we are going to lose that match. This is what I was saying about how the longer the fast move is that you use, the harder it is to do this challenge, because the harder it is to throw an alignment. So I am mostly going to be sticking to 1-turn and 2-turn fast moves for the majority of this challenge from now on. Learned my lesson the hard way there, but yeah, just wanted to show it off basically. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm not really back to uploading consistently, but you know, I might upload here and there. Let me know what you guys think of this challenge down below in the comments, and if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, because I'm really excited to see if I can do it. It's going to be difficult. But yeah, have a great day everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one.